Hey there, and welcome to the locker room. Coach Giggs here, and today's message, finding a doctor. Finding a doctor. Are you wondering what this message is? Well, you're about to find out, because with me here today in the locker room is again Simon Arias. Simon, good to have you in this locker room, Coach. Baby. Good to have you. Simon's going to talk to us a little bit about finding a doctor and what that means. Simon, talk to us about finding a doctor.
Yeah, finding a doctor. You know, you think about, when people get ill, if somebody that you were close to developed cancer or some form of illness, you want to find the best doctor possible to cure. When I talk about finding a doctor, find a doctor in your craft, in whatever your craft is. So for my craft, American Income Life, I found doctors. I found doctors in Jim Surace and Marcus Smith and Scott Smith and you, and I was able to seek wisdom from the best. I wanted to seek advice and seek wisdom from the very best. Even training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I wanted to find the very best to train me. But I think the easy part is making the doctor's appointment. I think anybody can pick up the phone and say they want to go to the doctor, and then another easy part is going to the doctor. But the hard part is taking the medicine that the doctor gives you. If the doctor says you need rehabilitation for 6 months, are you going to do the rehabilitation properly? So many times people blame the doctor when they don't do the rehabilitation or they don't take the medication. I can even remember myself, taking an antibiotic and not taking the full dose of antibiotic and then being upset that halfway through I got sick again. Did you fire your doctor, or did you? I did. I smacked myself around and said you should have took the medicine.
Took your own advice.
Yeah. So what happens is we got to find a doctor. Talk to people that are the absolute best. Don't hang around average Joes and nothing against them, but you need to go find the very absolute best. If you want to be successful, why talk to anybody else but the best? Seek out the best doctor. But then the second step to that is you have to be willing. You have to be willing to pay the price. You have to follow the prescription. If a doctor gives you a prescription and you don't take it, then you can't expect for it to work. You have to follow the whole thing.
So what else would you say? It's obvious finding a doctor means finding the best. And expand further on this. How do I do that? How do I do that? Because some people are very afraid to approach people.
It's simple. Actually, I think most people, not all, but most people are actually very easily approached, and they're excited to help. They want for people to ask for their opinion, and guess what? If they're not, then I'm going to force them, like I did for you, Coach Giggs. I forced you to be my doctor. Yes. I forced you to have a relationship with me. That means I would do anything necessary. I would come to you. I would fly to you. I would draw you a picture. When it was attached to Marcus Smith, I would wake up at 6 in the morning, go drive a half hour to meet him to work out. I will go to that doctor. Okay, before the doctor ends up giving me the prescription, I'm going to go to that doctor's house. I'm going to go to their place of business, but I only want to be seen by the best.
So
I don't want to go just to the students.
And what drives you to do that? Is it this desire to win, to excel? Because I feel bad when people say, "Oh, I didn't know you were so approachable. Oh, I didn't know I could come and see you." Meanwhile, I say, "Are you kidding me? You could approach me anytime you want. Yet you had no problem." How can you help people? What advice would you give them so that they can break through and maybe latch on to their doctor?
Absolutely. I think it inspires every doctor to know that their patient's going to follow through.
So what you're saying is the doctors really do want to hear from people, right?
But they just need to know that their time's not going to be wasted. You got to look them dead in the eye. You got to make sure that time that they're spending is an investment in the next generation, and they never mind to do that if they know that it's not a waste of their time. If you're willing to implement and you're willing to do what it is that they're telling you to do, then they're willing to pour into you. But if any doctor even hears you're not going to do the rehabilitation or you're not going to follow, they're not going to want to do the surgery because you make them look bad.
Exactly.
Does that make sense?
What an awesome message. Finding a doctor. You heard it. What you're really saying is finding experts in areas of life where you want to excel and want to be successful, and then do what they tell you to do. Good message, Simon. Awesome stuff. You heard it here. Find a good doctor. You'll be living your best life. We'll catch you later. Take care, guys.
If you know someone you feel has a special story to tell or life to share, please email Eric directly and he will reach out to you and or this individual, even if you think this person is you. And by the way, if you've enjoyed and feel the Daily Locker Room has served as an inspiration in your life, why not share it with a friend by sending them the daily message?